Hello. That was my intro. Thank you, Judy, for such a generous introduction. Thank you, faculty, friends, relatives, and most importantly, students. When university officials called me 7 days ago, boy, was I pumped. I can't tell you how good it felt to be asked to deliver this evening's remarks. And even better, I can't remember the last time I was picked first for anything. Since I've never actually made a keynote speech before, I figured they usually just waited to break the good news till right before the ceremony. You can imagine my astonishment when my father-in-law showed me an article in Saturday's LA Times entitled, thanks, Dad, entitled, "Actor James Franco backed out as keynote speaker at UCLA." I'm not sure how reliable the LA Times is, but I have to admit that did make me suspicious. So after 6 hours on Facebook, and several incoherent tweets with someone named Franco Fan 420, I was able to corroborate that, unfortunately, I was not the university's #1 draft pick. But after the initial shock wore off, I began to think about my own graduation just 10 years ago. And strangely, I don't remember my own graduation 10 years ago. I definitely don't know who gave the speech. So I thought to myself, how high could the bar really be set for this whole keynote thing? It's actually, we let a few members of the LPU fan club in today. They're sitting in the back. Good to see you guys too. So I thought, how high could the bar be set? So I did some more research, and it was not reassuring. Apparently these speeches are reserved for really important people. Like someone you'd actually recognize. Secretaries of State, Nobel laureates, even Saul Silver. Students might get that. I was clearly not the obvious choice for this sort of thing. I'm not an international statesman, a Pulitzer Prize winner, or even a comedian. But I did have two things on my side. Time, and last year's Kids' Choice Award for Awesomest Band. Apparently there's a lot of Nickelodeon fans here. I mean, how long could it really take to write a keynote address? I had 6 whole days. That's 5 more days than my sophomore roommate and I spent rehearsing for our Spring Sing audition. Which is probably why we never got a call back. But anyways, 6 days has got to be like an eternity in speech writing. I was about to get started when my father-in-law handed me another article. Apparently this commencement was getting more media attention than Adam Lambert's sexual orientation. It turns out, Conan O'Brien was also asked to speak here today. But turned down the invitation because 6 days is, quote, Not enough time to give this speech the preparation it deserves. It was at that moment I knew I was screwed. Clearly this year's selection committee had confused me for another, more famous Brad, like the one that ages backwards and adopts kids from all over the world. I thought to myself, if I'm completely unqualified to do something and desperate to appear competent, where do I start? And then it hit me, plagiarism. I mean, I wasn't about to steal directly from anyone, but I would roll up my sleeves and become an expert in all things commencement. So after 3 Eggo waffles, a 2-hour nap, and an intense YouTube session, I was well on my way to making this thing happen. Watching graduation speeches online gave me the sense that I could stand up here and say just about anything. Plus, I thought, if all else fails, I still get to take home an honorary degree. It's like 3 years of hard work packed into 12 minutes. In fact, when does that happen? Do you guys just mail it? That's embarrassing. How about the cap and gown? Do I get to keep the outfit? You know, it was making me hot anyway, so I just... This might take a second. There's like 8 barrettes in here. As I was saying, watching speeches on YouTube gave me a good starting point, but I felt like the key to my success today would be finding a keynote mentor, someone to walk me down the storied path of high-profile public speaking. It's not like I have the president's pin in my BlackBerry, but I do pride myself on being very connected. 5 years ago, I heard an incredibly poignant address by actor Bradley Whitford. It was just the right blend of funny, touching, and smart. I knew if I could get the former West Wing star on the phone, I could learn from his unique blend of public speaking. I'm still hoping to talk to him. I'm sure I'll have some great advice. If I couldn't get to Whitford, I had to find another mentor. And after racking my brain for at least 3/4 of the Laker game, it hit me. When you think mentor, what do you think? That's right, American Idol. And who is this season's best mentor, besides Quentin Tarantino? Precisely, actor and musician, Jamie Foxx. Who better to give me advice than someone who gets paid to say words and jump around on stage? I have no idea if he's ever given a commencement speech, but that's really besides the point. He's Jamie Foxx. Well, I never actually did speak to him either. But this is what I imagined he'd tell me. Brad, just play to your strengths. You've got to do what makes you unique. And his imaginary feedback couldn't have been more helpful. I realized right then and there I should talk about music. I would find the most inspiring lyrics that capture how all of you must be feeling as you prepare to take the next leap into adulthood. On that note, I'd like to share with you the one song that changed my life. Rhodey?